Great to be back and always ready to serve you the best of sporting content on Saber Media Sports Extra on YouTube. Accra Hearts of Oak, they just won the 2025 Democracy Cup. And Oshe Hearts of Oak, yeah, course you dear, ye dinkunim, ye diko, ye best said DBO, yes. That is what is currently happening to Accra Hearts of Oak. And if from a distance, probably you are not a fan of Accra Hearts of Oak, you would appreciate and admire the work that coach Didi Dramani is doing at Accra Hearts of Oak, and also looking at how things were so gloomy under coach Abubakar Watara, and all of a sudden, looking at the pattern of play, looking at the confidence and also the commitment our players at the Bobono, you would have to appreciate the work of coach Didi Dramani. We are in to look at Hearts of Oak performance against Olympus in the Democracy Cup because the season is about starting. Yes, that's a first game against Hoho United. Na main Kai has a for y'all. Last season, their first game was against a clubber. That was the very first time we bought the Ghana Premier League in the Basake Holy Stars. But the Korea, Yantia Semde. And it was something which was so unusual about Accra Hearts of Oak, especially so much new clubs in the season. Ayana has a dinkunemo. This time on Omoni Hoho United. So we need to look at the performance of Accra Hearts of Oak against Olympus going into the season. What we have to expect tactically, technically from Accra Hearts of Oak. And of course, Coach Didi Dramani, opinion me trying to say a salute. Now, oh, Hearts of Oak fan, a baby a wubiano, a was a woman when and also deep down in your heart, I also appreciate Coach Didi Dramani. On share that ye be a bro so sa near costing a preseason. But I still think that if you're a follower or a student of the game, the signs are clearly written on the wall. Said this man, Obewo Brapa, Accra Hearts of Oak, with all things being equal. Now, for Coach Didi Dramani, Obaeno, Yehu Jumedia Woody Accra Hearts of Oak. Na under previous coach, Adiwe Yana in Pesemeta, but it's all part of the game. So if you are a fan of Coach Watara, and I say, oh, Ben Watara you would have to hear me out and give me the benefit of the doubt. I think what really happened to Accra Hearts of Oak under Watara, now progression in Shadan is smooth, and also a couple of reasons coming in from the coach, and then Seniema and Koya, most of the chef fans, Adiabechi, no, the show, we have to blame game no was way too much. So, Niema and Ko, the Senate was a co under coach Abubakar Watara. But Didi Baino, you can clearly see, say, tactically and technically, lots of improvement has taken place at Accra Hearts of Oak. And Oshe, the variations that hold was sometimes or ball with a 3-back formation, sometimes no a switch a ball with the 4-back formation. And against Good Olympus, Hearts of Oak a ball with a 4-back. Against Kumasi Asante Kotoko has a football with a 3-back. So you can clearly see that tactical variation taking place Accra Hearts of Oak. And also in terms of communication, you would have to give it to Coach Didi Dramani. He speaks football language. And and a game no supporters number and support here and a no here and a referee now and no, clearly he speaks football language. How we'll break it down in tactics and also how the understanding say has to focus a work in progression, and also is all about improving game after game, day after day. Now on my target, any omnibus so big, but Oshe now will pay attention to details, and I think these are some of the ingredients of Didi Dramani Accra Hearts of Oak from a distance. May add my work now or Also, the last thing I'll look at under Coach Didi Dramani, how we improve players. See, as a coach, you need that capacity. In fact, you must possess the capacity to improve players. Anytime be a club, no, new players amount. And even so, new players amount. One area they assess your ability to improve players. Our team probably now outcast. Now under coach Abubakar Watara, Enoch Esubonten was an outcast. Esubonten kura Kolon ewo Dreams FC. Apart from Esubonten, David Opon Afrane, he is one player that be amitini diya because of how things did not work out for him under coach Abubakar Watara. Captain of the local team, the Black Galaxies, at King Faisal Reboana but David Opon Afrane was a good, fine footballer. Na Accra Hearts of Oak, afei just you know, Hearts of Oak card de. On me be adwin se card de na Hearts of Oak pam Esubonten Opon Afrane, and also Amankwa Befi. Yes, Amankwa Befi mum and a co Dreams FC together with Suraj Amba, Amankwaba, and now look at the performance of Amankwa Befi. Look at the performance of David Opon Afrane, Enoch Esubonten. Players in Yensawi, players are now be free Hearts of Oak, a Hearts of Oak, and a substantial amount to be but show more quality. And I think there was the body, you know, and my coach Didi Dramani. Now let's look at the game. For the starting 11, Sharaf as the goalkeeper, Benjamin Asare is with the Black Stars, and you move now. I think someone soon maybe I drink and I expect Solomon Agbesi moment starting my crowd, but I don't know what really happened. Ebiana when you're fully fit, and I say Bia knock you honorable. So Sharaf in the starting goal post for Accra Hearts of Oak. Number 2, Amankwa Befi, of course. Alidu Mohammed, what a defender! What a defender! In a partnership with Kelvin Osayasibi, it's as if some ball has of Oak actually honorable actually pen also a good sign for the Continental Club Masters. Number 3, Bransford Mensah. In midfield, Abdul Karim as the controller. Seidu, not Seidu, Mohammed Hussein, David Opon Afrane, Sami Nsawe, in the Gene after Accra Hearts of Oak. And also up front, Martin Kakari was in stupendous form for Accra Hearts of Oak. Frank Doku, and so Ejinemu, Emma Accra Hearts of Oak. Ena Esubonten so eka ho ana Hearts of Oak formation no typical 4-3-3 formation ena Didi edi ewura game ni mu. Now with the 4-3-3 formation, of course, na Martin Kakari tight drop eba midfield. Nti no do say 4-3-3 no game no ekoso a esanso timi switch ba 4-4-2, or they will start the game with a 4-4-2 formation, but as the game goes on in transitions, now we 4-3-3. Now, for Great Olympics, they came into the game with a well-calculated plan. Any coach be a quackable matcher or any strength or any weakness, no decided. So I'll play according to my strength, or probably I will play according to the opponent's weakness. Yes, these are the two things that coach be a consider. It will share the quality of players at his disposal and not take a decision. Great Olympics realized that this game, in terms of quality, in terms of the competitiveness of the players on the field of play, Accra Hearts of Oak is ahead of Great Olympics. So he conceded, say all corner, on the Hearts of Oak and fight over possession, but rather obesity at the back. That is why a Great Olympics came into the game with 3-5-2 formation, so that Obenya more legs, more players in midfield. Now with more players in midfield, Hearts of Oak play midfield play crucial role. In midfield, Obema Hearts of Oak a tough time, so that Hearts will struggle to control the game and also try and pick out their passes with rapidity and with that quickness. 3-5-2 formation and Omudi share Accra Hearts of Oak. So in midfield, now Great Olympics, there were a lot of players in midfield and Accra Hearts of Oak, so a struggle kakra at the heart of midfield. For the individual players, Frank Duku was so tormenting. Yes, or her Great Olympics a year actually more, and in midfield Abdul Karim. And so when me and flow the brace, and I've given you a reason, because of how Great Olympics set up 3-5-2, and even with the 3-5-2 without the ball, 2 nso be cut 5 no more midfield honor. I'm an 7. So more of three at the back, 7 in front, plus the goalkeeper at the back. Very, very difficult. And sometimes they even swing to the goalkeeper with 5 in front of the goalkeeper, with 5 in front of the 5 in front of the goalkeeper. So very difficult for the likes of Abdul Karim, game controllers, so bit game. And also many day. But yes, still you some good passes are no they to right or they to left, and also Ojiboni bia or some composure bia mihu bia check. Yes, when you see bia I'm over exaggerating and I say bibisa. Sa composure no mihu bia check in the Ghana Premier League. Say player made for the Ojiboni and home play no. Now he's so relaxed, he's so calm. For Mohamed Hussein, very industrious. Apart from say technically he's good on the ball, very, very industrious or cover a lot of grounds. And how I will support it offense, how I will support it defense. Very great player, Accra Hearts of Oak. And of course, David Opuanfrani, though a centre back, yet never made food BR or year Gmani, Accra Hearts of Oak. And a partnership at the back, solid partnership at the back. For Amankwa Bethi, I think defensively he needs to improve. Yes, the tackles need to be on one. Ayana no airship. For Didi Dramani, or making a lot of changes in the starting 11. So they compare Team Nation, Kumasi Asante, but yes, so has a folk in your results. And preseason, you need to experiment. You need to give new players or players from more bench and also chance against Hearts of Lions in the GACA top 4 or make key changes or share Hearts of Folk squad or more share Heart of Lions in the was it the Homo Cup? Yes, the Homo Cup. Starting 11 no, in the GACA top 4 no, changes it a key place in the starting 11. I'm all point for an morning near the best starting here. And I'll try the same thing against Good Olympics in the Democracy Cup final. Now for Kwesi Asma, he was signed from Nagot, and Asma came from the bench, and he was the man who got the only goal of the match against Great Olympics. And after the game, I think that he reacted, he spoke, and he was very excited to waiting enya the winning goal for Accra Hearts of Oak. For coach Didi Dramani, yɛnhwɛ asɛm a wɔde atu dwa. Didi Dramani, after the game, I'll say it's still early days yet. We are ready to play the new league campaign, but there is still a lot of work to improve on. The coach told reporters, we are a developmental team. It's teamwork, a work in progress. So there is still some areas to still work on, and then we become more formidable. He added, yes. And one thing I make as a coach, you know, he knows what he is about, or he knows what he is doing. All my own money to any day. Now no one can a personal target to be our set your man who are probably what share with his players. No, my own and confuse the players. Game after game, always more room for improvement. Always more room for improvement, so that as a player, you will not have it in your head that it is done and dusted. Yes, it is finished. No, football, and you are seeing the aswasen. It's any see Jesus Christ said it is finished now. No, that mentality. You're the 2-3 mono, and the man that strong mentality. Say every day when you are called to defend Accra Hearts of Oak, to wear the jersey of Accra Hearts of Oak, you need to give out your very best, and we need to appreciate it. No wonder that the mentality of Hearts of Oak players are changing. The immediate to and it's though the signs are obvious, Accra Hearts of Oak ever flourishing under Coach Didi Dramani, but we need to be extra careful as a supporter. And yet, smooth, especially say Oba Befa team. Now, Shisha, a bedroom term, you know, break bebem, break a bebem. So, make us a breaker. It means a bedroom term, you want to win your run of results here and shut down Koye. And as a supporter, so one to kick our boys who give you up. I'm coaching the Ebefeni, coach Mikaipa Pep Guardiola, 2008 or Beji 6-4, a man, Barcelona. Almost starting, a man started so well. Pep man started so well. Yes. Now there were doubts. After about 3 matches now, Barcelona hit the ground running. Ebi mu nye omo de early on in the season. Ebi mu nso no midway through the season. Na saa yare ne ba. Saa yare no of course ebeba. Eba as a fan ti ase. So ati ase. Yes onnyama ehwie gu na wo hu hyehyɛ. You need sometimes you need to experience disappointment, and that disappointment will make you dig deep and bounce back. And then on the bia me did tell me coach we are very very good, because obviously that setback ubenya in a season, but your ability to bounce back will prove that you are a formidable coach. And idea we won it several times with most of the coaches in Europe. So we'll drop the curtains down, and we can only wish Accra Hearts of Oak the very best of luck. They've won 2 trophies off season, Omo Cup and Omaji, the Democracy Cup. So Yedibesi say, and do want to subscribe to 7 Media Sports on YouTube for the best of sporting content. Mamento kind in the comment section, what do you make of the performance of Coach Didi Dramani? Coach Didi Dramani, the performance no, who is saying, or you coach Bia, waba Accra Hearts of Oak no, and Yema, ebeko so akoyi ama Accra Hearts of Oak kana. Mami, let me hear from you in the comment section on the performance of Coach Didi Dramani. Do want to subscribe to 7 Media Sports on YouTube for the best of sporting content. Have a wonderful day.